Good morning, crypto Twitter is Misty Crypto, spreading crypto with doctors showing its benefits to my generation. Shout out to all my people, Gen Z needs to be included. It's really that simple. We are savage, amazed, both zesty, making money at the same time, spread peace. I feel empty if you don't include Gen Z. About to change the world, so y'all better get ready. Misty Crypto, I'm never backing down. I got a wax account, you should say it out. So many NFTs, I think I lost count, and I'm only getting started. Yeah, barely off the ground. Misty Crypto, you cannot stop me. My hands are making diamond, your hands fall like origami. Never be the boss of me. Bitcoin's all I need. When I say I'm zesty, that's just me talking honestly. Crypto, yum bomb marketplace. I wanna see the more. We gotta go through cyberspace. Leave this world without a trace. Save pay for a different day, 'cause we partners in the cryptos didn't stay.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Miss Teen Crypto Show. I hope everybody is having a lovely Monday, enjoyed your weekend, and now you're chilling with us on the Miss Teen Crypto Show. If you're new to the Miss Teen Crypto Show, what's up? My name is Miss Teen Crypto. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you smash the like, subscribe, and share out the stream with friends if you're feeling the zest. If you're feeling the zest, drop those 100 emojis in the chat. It's really nice to see everybody in the chat today. As always, before we get into the Miss Teen Crypto Show, we're going to give a shout out to 3 amazing sponsors. First, Wax Blockchain, doing absolutely amazing, killing the game as usual. No gas fees, instant transactions. What's better than that? And also, it hasn't gone down lately. Cough, cough. Next, you have Nifty Blocks. If you want to trade and earn Wax NFTs, Nifty Blocks is the spot. NiftyBlocks.com. All these links are in the live chat and in the description. Lastly, we have Ballet. And as always, we give away a Ballet wallet. Very easy and simple to use. Great for beginners. So during the show, our zesty guest, Andrew, will be dropping a key phrase or a word for you guys to enter into the chat. I did get a new mic today, so I hope you guys enjoy the sound. And let me know if you hear me well. So thank you to everybody that came today. Thank you for popping out. Let's get into today's guest, Ecurrencyhodler, aka Andrew Yang. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Yo, Randy, I'm good. How are you?
I'm chilling. I'm so happy to have you here. We met at Bitcoin 22 conference, IRL, Miami. How did you like Bitcoin conference?
Yo, it was wild. Lots of fun. It's crazy that there was like over 20,000 people there.
Yeah, it's 25,000, I think, right?
Yeah, it's insane. The weather was great though. Like last year, 2021, it was like so hot, so humid, but the weather at 22 was amazing. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah, it was at a very nice time. Like, I think last year they did it in June. So it was definitely a lot more hot in Miami. And the summer in Miami, you know, you gotta love Miami, but it gets really, really hot. Like extremely, like everybody's sweaty and it's like you want to hug people, but they're a little sticky.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm based in California, so I'm spoiled. Like, you know, the weather here is perfect. It's beautiful. We only have like 2 seasons. And then when you go to Miami and it's like so hot and humid, like I just die. So I don't know. I'm spoiled.
California is really nice weather. Like what's an average day in California? Like 70s or 80s?
Yeah. 70s or 80s is like right on point, and that's pretty beautiful. Much like throughout the whole year. So.
And you have always lived in California?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's where you grew up and everything as well?
Yeah, born and raised.
So like, what was like, you know, what do you do as a teenager in California? Like, what was the thing? Oh
my gosh. Okay, so when I was in high school, we would go to malls. We would go to malls and like movie theaters and yeah, go to like arcades. Yeah, it was
arcades.
Sad. Yeah, arcades back in the day. It was kind of sad because I went to a mall recently where I used to hang out like during high school, and it was like kind of dead, you know, because of the pandemic and stuff. Yeah, so it was kind of eerie.
Yeah, it is kind of sad nowadays. Going to the malls, a ton of stuff is closed. Like, I'm fortunate to live like in New York where like everyone's always buying things because we always like to buy new things here. But a lot of malls I've been seeing videos, they're just dead. Like nothing going on in there. All the doors are closed. And that's like very scary to see. I mean, growing up going to malls all the time, it has to be something where you're like, we need to bring the malls back. How do you feel? Do you like online shopping? Do you like to go to the store?
I mean, Amazon is cool. Like online shopping is cool. But you know, going to malls is like cool too, like where you can like try on clothes or like do window
Exactly.
shopping and hang out with friends. It's like a different experience.
I agree. I hate buying clothes online. I'm just gonna say it outright. People might get upset with me, but I don't like buying clothes online. I need to go to the mall. I need to see how it looks, and I need to try it on. Like you need to have. Sometimes you need to have a mini fashion show. Like that's all I'm saying. Like you just gotta like look in the mirror, see if you like look spiffy or not. I mean, you buy things online, and sometimes it shows up, and it's not what you expected.
Yeah, I'm just imagining your dad in the background just holding bags like, ah.
No, he literally does. I do put him through a lot. We actually went to the mall yesterday, speaking of malls, and I sometimes I have to like I try stuff on, like, and I'm like, oh, does this look good? Do I look swaggy? And he has to give me his opinion. It's a force thing. Like I literally make him sit there.
Well, I think you two are like super cute together, so it's cool to
Thank you. I mean, do
Well,
you
actually, what's the question? I have a question for you. Like, what do
yeah.
Gen Zers do? Like, how do they hang out like nowadays? Because like for us, it was like malls, like food and like maybe boba and stuff. But what about y'all?
I mean, boba's a big thing. Like Gen Z loves boba. Like it's very much a
What?
trend,
Let's
especially
go.
in Brooklyn. It's very much a trend. Like there's boba places everywhere now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, like boba's pretty cool. Like I've only had it once or twice, but like it's something really like it's underrated. I feel. I mean, I think it's like just enough rated now because it's literally everywhere.
Yeah.
A lot of kids they go get boba. There's not a lot to do here anymore, especially since the pandemic. A lot of things have closed. Like in my neighborhood, there used to be a billiards place where you used to go play pool, little arcade games. Done. Finite. And then
Wow.
there's a movie theater here, but it's not that good. So a lot of people like go to Staten Island, go to the mall there, but there's really nothing to do here now, which is very sad. Like I can't think of like one thing that an average kid would be able to do without spending like at least a few $100. Because if you go to Manhattan, anything you do, you're dropping a few $100. Whether that's like an escape room or anything like that. Coney Island is a great spot as well. Thank you, Randy, for
Ooh,
that. Coney
okay.
Island is a great spot. It's like, but it's $10 for a ride. But if you're willing to like drop $100 and go spend a day in Coney Island, play the arcade games, walk on the boardwalk, that's actually pretty fun. But that's the summer, not much for the
Ah,
winter.
okay, that's cool. I'm just imagining a whole bunch of people like on TikTok, like in their rooms and like
Oh yeah, that's literally it. It's sad because a lot of people are just like focused on the TikTok of the moment instead of the moment. I don't know about you if like, your generation is as affected, but when I notice when a lot of kids my age go out, it's a lot about taking pictures of the moment without being in the moment, like living it. I've always been the type to live it and take a few pictures, but mostly like I'm mostly like in the moment. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I like to be in the moment too, but I'm not gonna lie. I like every time I get food, I'll like take a little picture of it,
I take pictures of my
post it
food
on my
too.
Instagram. That's like
Yes,
my
absolutely.
my my side quest of life is to become like a food influencer at some point. So yeah.
Me too. I've been low key getting at that. See our this brings us to our thread with Cinnabon.
I was just gonna bring that up. Oh my
Please talk
God.
about it. Talk about it. You go. You go.
I can't believe Cinnabon responded to your tweet. That was insane.
Literally. Okay, let me see if I can actually pull this up. But yeah, like
Good.
so this started from how? Okay. Can I pull this up? That would be so ideal. That would be so ideal.
Okay, well, to start out, like I started tweeting about freaking Cinnabons, trying to get Cinnabons from Carl's Jr.'s because I had a discount code, but they never had it. And like when I went 3 or 4 times, and then you saw it, and you're like, well, cinnamon buns are so much better. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, guys, this was it. This is the thread right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. This is how it started. I tweeted about our Zesty show from today. Wendy wanted me to ask Andrew when he's getting sushi. So when are you guys getting sushi?
Yo, I mean, whenever she wants, man, I'm free. We can do it whenever.
All right, dope. So we'll let her know. And then I said, we'll do. Let's grab a Cinnabon because Andrew likes those too. She goes, OMG, those are so good. I said, I follow their TikTok. It's dangerous. Guys, if you follow their TikTok, you'll end up in there. Then they wrote delicious. So Cinnabon got a little spicy with me. I'm not going to lie. And I was like, I agree. I love the frosting. I need a whole jar. And then Ecurrency came in and got spicy. Read them your comment.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, if you send us some cinnamon bun, we might eat it live in person. That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that was our thread. I showed you my Twitter. Ooh, scandalous. But yes, that was a very spicy thread with Cinnabon. And I really feel like they should send us a box. So Cinnabon, if you're listening right now, we could have been snacking. We could have been snacking on Cinnabons right now.
We could have been snacking. Great promotion. I mean, who wouldn't want, Miss Team Crypto to be eating a delicious Cinnabon, promoting it to her followers. Y'all should totally sponsor this girl. Crushing it, killing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Featured on CoinDesk and Fox and interviewing Charlie Lee. Like, this girl's crushing it. Why wouldn't they sponsor you?
I mean, I don't know. Cinnabon, if you're out there, you're listening, I love the frosting. I love like a freshly warmed Cinnabon. I'm not even going to lie, Andrew. So there was one in my neighborhood. It was attached to a Carvel. I went there consistently every week and got a big Cinnabon. The guy in there knew. Like, I would walk in there and the kid... And the kid would be like, I think his name is JC. No, JT. His name is JT. Sorry, JT. And he would be like, all right, big Cinnabon, because they'd have the little ones. But he'd know I want the big one. So you guys know I like my food. But anyway, so you've been in the space for a long time, Andrew. Besides the Cinnabon space, you've been in the Bitcoin space for a long time. How long have you known about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin? When did you find this?
Oh yeah, like I would say it's back in like 2014. And the way that I heard about it was my friend, he just wouldn't stop bugging me about it. He was like, oh dude, you gotta buy Bitcoin, you gotta buy Bitcoin. And so to just kind of like stop his nagging, I ended up buying Bitcoin at like $800.
Wow.
But the sad thing is, like, a month after Mt. Gox happened, and then the price plummeted to like $300. And so I got super scared. I thought I lost all my money. But then I was like really stubborn. I didn't want to like sell it because I didn't want to lose that money. So
yeah,
I just kind of forgot about it, out of sight, out of mind. 3 years later, 2017, it starts like trending upwards. It hits like $1,000. And I was like, oh my gosh, I made my money and then some. And then so I sold everything.
Oh my gosh.
All my Bitcoin. And that year it goes to 20,000. So I was crushed.
What price did you sell?
$1,000.
What?
I
Oh
know.
gosh. Oh
Terrible.
gosh. And looking back at that now, you must be like, woo, I made like a mistake.
I'm so mad at myself. Like, it's a hard lesson learned, right? So for me, it's always like, with Bitcoin, you want to buy it and you want to hold it and just never sell it, because you never know. You never know what's going to happen.
No, absolutely. And when you first bought Bitcoin, you were just buying it just to buy, or did you really like conceptualize what it was? Like peer-to-peer money, the new store value, all that stuff?
I was a complete noob. I had no idea about what all that was. I just bought it because my friend told me to buy it. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. But yeah, it wasn't until like 2000, like late 2016, early 2017, when I started like going on Reddit and like all the other Bitcoin talk forums and just like reading, just going down the Bitcoin rabbit hole and learning about the tech, learning about like why it's censorship resistant and like the value prop, like its scarcity. And outside of that, I think I really built like my conviction during that time. And hopping on Twitter, engaging with the Bitcoin Twitter community too, and hosting meetups and stuff. And so, yeah, it was a really fun time.
And so once you absorbed Bitcoin, like, what was that like for you? You like, after you sold and you were like, oh, that's such a noob move. How did you go from there? What was your like kind of buying strategy? What I know, like right away, maybe your ideology was like, okay, like maybe this is something I have to buy and hold. I can't just keep trading this.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I bought it, and then anytime I had like some extra cash, like from work or something, or from money that I saved up, I would try to scoop some up if there was ever a dip. I don't think I've ever really sold Bitcoin since 2017, outside of like, buying coffee with Bitcoin or something. So yeah, that's kind of been like my philosophy so far.
So you would buy like coffee with Bitcoin like that? Like you're not against spending your Bitcoin like that, like on just daily things?
Yeah, it's kind of like I want to help Bitcoin adoption, and so there's like Bitcoin on chain, and then there's Lightning Bitcoin. Lightning Bitcoins is like super fast, instant, unfairly cheap, and so I'll keep like a couple $100s in a Lightning wallet, and if I come to a business or a Bitcoin conference and I can buy coffee with Bitcoin, like why not? Because to me, it's just like spending money, right? It's not, that's not like my HODL stack. It's like stuff that I keep in my cold storage. This is on a hot wallet. It's a couple $100s. If I lose it, it's fine. But yeah, I want to spend Bitcoin and use it for coffee and fun little things like that.
Yeah, I know at a Bitcoin conference, they were accepting Lightning payments for things like that, like coffee, ice cream, all that stuff. Were you spending Bitcoin down in Miami at all?
Yeah. I went to like a taco shop actually, and then there's like this Bitcoin startup called Oshi app, and they convinced one of the managers to accept Bitcoin at the taco place next to the venue conference, and so I had to go in there, had to buy a couple of tacos with some Bitcoin, and yeah, it was a good time.
Was it Lightning?
Yep, it was definitely Lightning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
so you're paying with Satoshis. Like, that's even like better. Like, that's so spicy. I love that. What tacos did you get? Do you remember?
Yeah, no, I got carne asada and then I got pork. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good set for the tummy. You know, you got to get like going for the day. Carne asada. That's it right there. So you're all good with spending Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, because I know, like, you know, there's a mixed ideology here with Bitcoin. A lot of people are like, okay, never spend it, hodl it, and then other people are telling you, no, go spend it. Like, you know, help the network flow, push adoption. It's just there's so many mixed ideologies here. It's kind of hard for people to, I guess, decide. Especially with the volatility too. You know, like Bitcoin's going down. Do I want to spend it right now? Do I want to keep hodling so when it goes up, maybe I'll spend it more? Or do you just like say, nah, just spend whenever?
Yeah, I would say like do what's best for you. Like I think most people, I'll tell you how I approach it. Like I have like a cold storage huddle stack. You know, I use Casa, like my company's multi-sig wallet thing. And we, you know, that's where I keep most of my Bitcoin. And but yeah, if there's, I keep like a couple $100 in like in a Lightning wallet, and if I see something cool, like, and I'll spend it, right? And so it's a tiny little thing you can do. I probably wouldn't use a ton of Bitcoin to make a big purchase, because then that's just, that Bitcoin's gone, right? And then I'm not going to get it back. A couple $100, like if I spend it, I can easily replace it off Cash App or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of how I view it.
Yeah, like you're not going to buy a Lambo with Bitcoin right now.
No, definitely.
Because that would be you could probably buy 5 Lambos with that one Lambo in a few years, which is freaking crazy. But yeah, that hodl mentality is, I mean, I'm trying to hodl. If I like have a few, if I had the option to spend like Bitcoin somewhere, I'd probably do it just for the fun of it. But no, I wouldn't be buying anything dramatic. Because like you said, like if you're spending that Bitcoin, odds are you probably can't get all that back. It's very hard. Yeah. Especially
not all of us can be John Kim 77 with
Lambos. Well, he paid for that with Litecoin. So yeah, that was with Litecoin. So that was the extra zesty. John Kim spending those Litecoins.
Shout out to John Kim.
Yeah, I mean Litecoin, what is it, like $60 right now? 62?
Yeah, I think so.
Woo! If I had more fiat. The degen mentality. But I think Lightning Network is awesome. How long when was your first like Lightning use?
Oh gosh. You know, I think if I have my history right, it like launched in like 2017. And oh, you know what? I hosted one of the very first online Lightning Network hackathons and conferences. Yeah, this is like late 2017 or something like that. And it was so crazy and wild. My partner in crime, Patrick Walters, he coded everything up, and I helped market it and get like the speakers and stuff. And it was wild. We were selling like, you know, like 50 to 100 tickets per session. And so it was a pretty fun time.
Wow. What? Okay, so when did you start doing meetups for like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency? Because you got it in 2014. So how long did it take you to start doing meetups if you were already doing it in 2017?
I started my Bitcoin meetup in 2017, actually. And so that was like right during the hype cycle. And I was looking around and there was a lot of like cryptocurrency meetups, but it felt like it wasn't like a super great feeling because, you know, they're all like shilling their coins and like they're all like trying to, you know, get people to buy into like ICOs and things like that. And it was like kind of weird. I wasn't all about that. And so I decided, hey, like I'm just going to create like a Bitcoin focused meetup in 2017. And I've been trying to do it monthly ever since.
Monthly.
Yeah.
So what I see in your bio, okay, organizer at BitDevs LA. So that's where did you start BitDevs LA?
Yeah, I started BitDevs LA.
Oh, you're such an icon. Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
No, you really are. Guys, please follow BitDevs LA, please, in the chat. I just put the Twitter because this is amazing. So you're doing monthly meetups in LA?
Yeah, that's right.
Guys, if you're in LA, not only can you go grab In-N-Out whenever you please, but you could go to a monthly BitDevs meetup. What?
Let's go.
Oh
We're
my
actually
gosh.
hosting like a conference June 18th and 19th. Like tickets are like $10 and it's like it's like a hackathon too. And so it's going to be in person. It's in Marina Del Rey. So if you're a hacker and are interested, come check us out.
Oh, that's so awesome, guys. Please follow BitDevs LA and go hang out with Andrew / Ecurrencyhodler. How did you come up with that name, Ecurrencyhodler? Where did that
Oh
start
gosh.
for you?
I don't know. I think I was like on this Litecoin subreddit, and then I was lurking a lot on like the Bitcoin subreddit, Litecoin subreddit, Ethereum subreddit. I was like, oh, I wanna like engage. I wanna like make posts and stuff. And so I was like, oh, what's a good pseudonym? And then I just thought like e-currency, electronic currency that's kind of like crypto related. And so, and like hodl, like you definitely want to hodl like Bitcoin. And so I was like, okay, let's do e-currency hodler. So that's how I came up with that.
That's so awesome. I like how names come about Ecurrencyhodler, like how Scott Melker has the Wolf of All Streets, and
Ooh.
stuff like that. Like that was a good one. Like if you watch that podcast, guys, like that was a really good podcast where he explains where he got that from. But it was really, I really love hearing that type of stuff. So Ecurrencyhodler, you created the handle and it really stuck with you. I mean, now you're doing all these meetups and then even you're working with the Casa. So like, how did you start with Casa? What is Casa for people that don't know?
Oh, that's such a good question. So Casa is a Bitcoin wallet, and we offer the safest place for people to store their Bitcoin. And the best part is that it's non-custodial. What that means is like you actually own the Bitcoin if you use our wallet. And the reason why it's so secure is because it has layers of redundancy. So, like the hardware wallets, like the Ledgers, Trezors, Cold Cards, those hardware wallets are super great for storing like Bitcoin and like other cryptocurrencies. But it's kind of scary sometimes to hold a large amount of Bitcoin in there because, if that hardware wallet breaks and you didn't write down the seed phrase, like it's gone, right? Or if somebody like finds your seed phrase, or if you put it into a into a website, like your Bitcoin and crypto is gone. And that's like really scary because it's a single point of failure.
Exactly.
But with Casa, what we do is we create layers of redundancy. So rather than using one seed phrase to create one Bitcoin wallet, we use multiple seed phrases. We use 3 or up to 5 seed phrases to create one Bitcoin wallet. And what happens is, let's say it's a 3 of 5. So what happens is if one seed phrase gets compromised, you're still fine. You're still okay. If 2 seed phrases gets compromised, you're still fine. Because we require 3 out of the 5 keys to send Bitcoin out. And so it's like super safe, super secure. And that's why people store up to like millions of dollars using our software.
Wow, that's insane. Okay, so for people that don't know, when you're first downloading something like Trust Wallet or any basic wallet on the App Store, you're going to write down 12 to 24 seed phrases or recovery phrases. Now you're going to have to write down that 5 times.
Sort of. You do it 3 times. Let's say for the 3 of 5, 3 hardware wallets.
Yeah.
We're going to use 1 mobile key. So that's the app on our phone, on your phone. And then Casa. Casa actually keeps 1 of them.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
we can co-manage it for you. We're kind of like an emergency backup. If you lose your hardware wallets, then we'll hop in there and we'll add a signature for you so that you can keep your Bitcoin safe.
Wow, Casa with that extra security. Because, you do need that type of security. People are looking to Bitcoin cryptocurrency to be their own bank. And we need to do this in the most secure way possible because we can't rely on these third-party services anymore. We need to rely on ourselves.
Yeah, totally. And it's like goes to the core principle of like Bitcoin in general, right? Like the reason why I feel so passionate about it is because, like your money is your money, right? It's
Exactly.
not Coinbase's money. It's not Bank of America's money. Like your money should be your money. You should be able to own it and control it. And we want to help people have full ownership and responsibility and custody over their Bitcoin in a super easy way where they don't lose sleep at night. And so, yeah, that's what we do at Casa.
That's amazing. Speaking of custody, another cool wallet that we are giving away today is a physical one. This is Ballet Wallet. Do you mind sharing out a word for people to enter in the chat to win one?
MWeb.
MLab. Oh my gosh. Guys, enter MLab into the live chat and you will be entered to win a zesty wallet. So definitely do that. Enter MLab into the chat. I'm going to type this in. Enter MLab.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, this is really exciting. So how do you feel about Litecoin and everything going on with MLab since we're on the subject?
Yeah, I think MWeb is like pretty interesting. I was actually one of the people that helped write the first Litecoin improvement proposals.
What?
For MWeb, yeah.
That's so insane.
Yeah, and the way that they're doing it through extension blocks and like MWeb, Mimblewimble technology is pretty cool. It's pretty private, scalable, transaction data. The footprint is pretty small. And so honestly, it's pretty exciting and impressive to see that go live on Litecoin.
Yeah, I mean, do you see Bitcoin possibly integrating MLab? Is this something that's going to happen? Because I don't know, I see the haters out there. They're like, oh yeah, Litecoin, whatever. But what if Bitcoin can do it too? Like, I don't know. Do you see that happening? I don't know.
It would be really tough, I think. There's like other proposals going out right now, like CTV, that's like really tough and is creating some like drama in the Bitcoin community. Like even that's getting difficulty, kind of getting merged into Bitcoin. I think extension blocks and Mimblewimble would be like 10x harder than that. So I don't know, but it's a great like experiment, and the more transactions that happen inside that and inside of MWeb, the more private it becomes. And so that's one of the problems that some of these other privacy-focused cryptocurrencies face, like Zcash. They just don't get a ton of transactions inside of their shielded transactions. But with Litecoin MWeb, like Litecoin has actually a decent amount of transactions that it processes in its network daily. So if we can like move some of that transaction volume into the MWeb space, I think it's just going to become even more and more private. So hopefully like the community starts like pivoting more towards that to increase the privacy there.
Yeah, I mean, I really do think MWeb is historic. I think it's absolutely going to change lives. I don't know if you're as excited about it as I am, but I had Charlie Lee on the show. We were going off about it a few weeks ago. I really think it's going to change everything. I think that people are going to flock to Litecoin for many reasons. It's cheap, it's fast, easy to use. Everywhere where Bitcoin is listed, so is Litecoin. And now with this fungibility aspect, I think it's really going to help a lot of people.
I think so too. I'm pretty excited about it. I think on-chain base layer privacy is a hard thing to do. It's hard to implement, it's hard to do well. But I think this MWeb is a nice compromise because you have both. You have public transactions on the main canonical chain, and then you have MWeb stuff on an extension block on the side where you can kind of experiment with like these privacy related stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's cool, man. It's pretty cool.
So, what did you, I mean, you hold Litecoin, right? Not to put you on the spot.
Yeah, I do.
When did you discover Litecoin? And did you feel that it was like, not valuable, but did you see its purpose at the beginning?
Yeah, I guess I first got in the Litecoin community like late 2016, 2017.
That's still very early.
Yeah, that's kind of how like I actually first got into the space. Or was it 2017? Yeah, something like that. I forget, honestly. I don't remember the date. Anyways.
Time moves very fast in crypto.
Yeah, but like getting involved in the community, like writing posts on the subreddit, and because I was kind of like, I looked at the cryptocurrency ecosystem and I was like, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, and there's Litecoin. I'm not a developer. I can write, and I can write articles and help communicate things. And so I felt like the Bitcoin space had like really great writers. Ethereum had a lot of great writers. I felt like Litecoin didn't have that as much. And so I saw an opportunity and I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to start creating educational content for Litecoiners. And so that's kind of how I got like my foot in the door and started volunteering at the foundation and things like that.
So when did you start at the foundation?
Oh, I don't know. I would say 2018 or something. Yeah.
So like you just get more and more iconic as we continue. So wow. Okay. So you wrote the like part of the MLab proposal. So you're still writing for Litecoin.
I haven't written anything in a while for the Litecoin Foundation or for Litecoin, but I did write that initial proposal. And but David had to like rework it and revamp it after he started actually developing it and made a lot more discoveries and stuff. And so it's very different from where it was before, but I did help write that first proposal.
And how do you feel that like Litecoin and Bitcoin as well, adoption will continue over the next few years? Because I know so many people are like, oh, we're in a bear market. Bitcoin is dead. Crypto's dead. And we both know that's not true. So how do you feel that the next few years is going to progress for the space?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how the market develops. I would always say just, never invest more than you can afford to lose. Right? Like don't mortgage your house. Don't do leverage trading. Just buy what you can. When you think it's a good price point, like anytime it dips, might be a good time to buy some more. I think over the next couple of years, it might be a little bit bearish because, Fed rates are increasing. I think we're sort of hitting like a crypto bearish market right now. But as long as you have like a 4-year time frame, right? Especially when it comes to like Bitcoin, I think you'll be okay. Because if you looked at the price history cycle of Bitcoin and if you bought it and you held it within a 4-year time frame, you always made money.
Yeah.
So always like whenever I tell people, hey, like try investing in Bitcoin, I always tell them, give me a 4-year time frame. Like you have to promise not to sell it until 4 years from now. And that usually I feel comfortable giving that kind of recommendation. Yeah.
Absolutely. I would agree with you 100% because I know a lot of people right now are like, oh, it should only be 1% of your portfolio Bitcoin. It shouldn't be more than that. Like I've talked to a lot of traditional finance bros and that's exactly what they're telling me. And they're like, oh, it's not the time to get in. Excuse me, sir. Absolutely it is. Like not financial advice, of course, but I think entering now is a great time, not just because of price. I'm not even talking about price. I'm talking about adoption in general. Less than 5% in the world is in cryptocurrency.
Wow.
Like we have so much to go. And like countries are going to be using it as legal tender. And there's only 21 million Bitcoin that are ever going to be mined.
Yeah.
Not all of us are going to get one whole Bitcoin. And we got to remember that.
There's more millionaires than there are Bitcoin.
That's insane. And not all these millionaires are going to have one Bitcoin either. Because they're going to be slow on this. They're going to be like, no. My dollars, my fiat, they're going to get me through. No, sir. Bitcoin, NFA. Thank you, Charlie. NFA. But I mean, absolutely. We need to push adoption. What do you think are great ways to push adoption? What do you feel that the Bitcoin space is lacking? Or do you think we're not lacking anything and it's just a matter of time? Because that's also a valid thing as well.
Oh man. I think there's like a lot of fun when it comes to like Bitcoin mining.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, and it's starting to like take shape at like the political level with like bills and lobbying, and it's kind of like a weird dynamic because so I know there's like toxic Bitcoin maximalists on Twitter and like it can get kind of toxic. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But what people don't actually realize is that there's some advocates in Washington who are pro proof of stake. And they are like specifically lobbying against proof of work type regulation, which is kind of crazy to me. And that's pretty toxic, I think. I don't know. But like more education around Bitcoin mining energy and resources would be good. But, if you're just kind of like a pleb like me, you're at home and you're in the city, like start a Bitcoin meetup, and get involved in the crypto community, like create a place for people to talk. Because one of the things I've found is like people kind of feel weird or strange or like talking about Bitcoin with their normal friends, with the normies, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
And so they totally love and appreciate just having a space where they can just like nerd out for like a solid like 4 hours of just Bitcoin, 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 like, and they love it.
Yeah.
And actually, so I got my job at Casa because of my Bitcoin meetup. So yeah, I hosted a Bitcoin meetup in 2018 or something, or 2019, and like Nick Newman and Jameson Lopp. Nick Newman's the CEO, Jameson Lopp's the CTO. They visited my Bitcoin meetup that year.
Wow.
Yeah, and then so like fast forward a year later, I see a position to become a client advisor at Casa, and I applied on Saturday. I had an interview on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then they gave me an offer sheet the following Monday. And it just really helped, I think, that I got a lot of FaceTime with these two people at my Bitcoin meetup. They trusted me. They saw that I could deliver a nice Bitcoin meetup. And so, yeah, that's my recommendation. And if people want to help spread Bitcoin adoption, maybe try starting a local Bitcoin meetup.
That would be amazing. I think that's great advice. And definitely meeting people in person changes everything. I think, talking over the screen is one thing, texting is one thing, emailing back and forth is one thing, but seeing them in person, then you get to trust them. You kind of get to know them on more of like a personal level. I think. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I know when I met you in person, it was like, wow, like our friendship is solidified. We are friends. We are zesty. We are zesty friends that need Cinnabons.
Totally.
Like, yeah, I definitely agree. In person is amazing. Where are you headed to next? Do you have a next event? I know when your next meetup is June 18th to the 19th for BitDevs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's actually what I've been heads down on. I'm not sure what my next meetup I have scheduled is. Maybe Portland, but I'm still trying to iron out the details there.
Portland? That's pretty cool.
That's on my bucket list. I've got like Seattle's on my bucket list, Portland's on my bucket list of places I want to go to and hang out. And that's why I love Twitter, man, because it's like I can just post like, hey, who's in this city and who wants to hang out? And people will be like, hey, I'm here. And so now I've got Bitcoiners to hang out with, right? So it's pretty great.
That is great. I'm so happy. I really hope I get to see you soon. We get to have that Cinnabon and like actually get to vibe out. Maybe go have a sushi with Wendy too. If I'm able to tag along for that. If Wendy will have me.
Are you gonna come to LA?
I mean, sheesh, maybe. Like, I think I might be in LA sometime in the future. I don't know. Who knows? Life is like spicy, you never know where I end up. A lot of the time, like, I don't know where I'm gonna end up, and like I just get a call and I'm out. Like, that's really the way it goes in crypto, which is really amazing. But I think you will see me in LA hopefully soon. I'll let you know.
If you come, we'll definitely hang out, and I'll treat you to some like nice Korean barbecue or something like that.
That would be amazing.
So
like
good.
Really good. Like I don't know if I've had Korean barbecue.
Oh my gosh, you have to come.
Oh my gosh, that would be so yummy.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. J-Mac is so funny. LA can't handle the zest. No, LA loves the zest. LA loves the zest. I was in LA a few months ago, and the product of my trip to LA might be out soon too. Oh my gosh. Woo! It's so spicy. J-Mac is so spicy, but they could handle the zest for sure. LA's a great spot. And like Andrew was saying, the weather is top tier. Like you could wear anything in LA. Like you could go out in a tank top and shorts, be comfy, wear jeans in the top, still comfy. Like whatever wardrobe you feel like you could wear and get away with it.
Yeah, totally. I love it.
Yeah, very nice weather. Guys, I really hope to see everyone soon, IRL. We need like a big banger of a meetup where everyone comes and meets up. I don't know. I think I heard rumors of Litecoin Summit. I think they announced it, the dates for that. So I don't know who's popping out there. Am I popping out? I don't know.
They did announce it.
They did.
Yeah, it's going to be like in Vegas.
October 21st and the 22nd.
Oh, you already have the dates locked in. That's awesome.
I'm like a travel agent now. I have every date for everything locked in my head. But yeah, I'm really excited. If Litecoin Summit, like, we get to do it. I know, like, there just so many things have happened in the past few years where events like get canceled and things like that. But I think we're over that. I think we're on a good train now, and Litecoin Summit is going to be a great event this year. I could feel it. Like, I could just feel it. I haven't gotten to go to a Litecoin Summit.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No, that was pre Miss Teen Crypto. Like 2019 was the last Litecoin Summit, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like pre Miss Teen Crypto. I started my account in 2020. Like, I was around, like me being interested in crypto, I was around, but I wasn't on Twitter yet, like that.
Well, I know Alan's putting in a lot of work into it and getting a team together, so it should be a good one.
Yeah,
sure.
it's going to be a great one. I'm really excited. Guys, I'm so happy you guys all popped out. I see so much Litecoin fam. So I just shout out Charlie G, Marky Mark, Becca in the chat, Crazy Crypto Guy. Congratulations on your ballet wallet. Please send me a DM with your email on Twitter. Randy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Charlie G. I didn't want to interrupt our flow. So I just put it in the chat. J Mac, Tom Allen, as always, thank you for popping out. I really appreciate every single person. Ken Bozak came today. So thank you so much for everyone that came in the chat. This was a lovely show with Andrew. Catch us tomorrow. I am coming back tomorrow for the Miss Teen Crypto Show. Tomorrow's guest will be Mark Moss. I will tweet about that later today. I'll have the link ready to go after this. So thank you guys so much for popping out today. Catch me tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I believe I'm doing another show on Friday. So 3 Miss Teen Crypto show this week. I am relentless, guys. You guys know I'm relentless. I'm dropping in another free NFT in the chat just for fun. I'm relentless. I will keep doing shows forever and ever and ever. I love this so much. And thank you guys for appreciating the shows as well and coming and hanging out with me. Thank you, Andrew, for taking the time again. I know you're super, super busy. Guys, please pop out to BitDevs LA. It's going to be a great event. He's been doing this forever. An OG eventer. There's not many of that in the space. I know Wendio does her events as well. So 2 great people growing great events and just building this community. Like, the events are growing, the community is growing, just a lot of zest. And hopefully we get that Cinnabon soon. I'm really determined to get a Cinnabon with you. I think that's on my list.
Okay, let's do it.
Right.
We'll have to keep tagging them and get them.
We'll keep harassing Cinnabon until they sacrifice some frosting and some Cinnabons. It will be actually really good. I would stream it.
Yeah, everyone in the chat, tag Cinnabon right now and tell them to get this Team Crypto Cinnabon.
Clip it. clip the clip and post it on Twitter. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. And as always, stay zesty. Peace.
Good morning, crypto Twitter, it's Miss Teen Crypto, spreading crypto, adoption, showing its benefits.